How's it going, everybody? It's Seamus here. You're watching Booster Gold, and today we're going to be seeing if it's worth it to buy one of these Magic the Gathering Booster Battle Pack 2-player game boxes. I've been contemplating this for a while. I've been interested. It is a box that comes with, as it says on the back, 2 single-color 30-card Magic decks and 2 Kaladesh 15-card booster packs. So we're gonna, pop the box open a little bit and see what's actually in here. See if these mono-colored decks are worth anything. I doubt it. I really doubt that there's anything of value in these at all, except for the packs. We could pull something. But if I think that the decks are interesting enough, then Ksenia and I will play a game. Oh, there's directions. How to play. Step 1, unwrap the decks and decide which player gets which deck. Step 2, each player opens a booster pack and chooses up to 5 cards of their deck's color to add to their deck. Step 3, shuffle up and play. Okay. Let's take a look at these decks then. This is interesting. Okay, so there's a white deck. Who would have guessed? And a blue deck with Sphinx of Magosai on there. Okay. Interesting. Is that a... interesting. There's something else in here. Looks like it's just a rule book for the game, for how to play Magic. And then there's our 2 packs. We got a Chandra pack, and I don't know who that is. Alright, so let's get all this junk out of the way. Alright, so let's see. That is a 6-colored blue Sphinx creature. It's a little absurd. And this is a 6-color Aegis Angel. They don't... I don't even know what to say about these. It's kind of ridiculous. I think I'm going to take a brief look at what's actually in these decks, and then decide what exactly to do. So I will be back with you guys momentarily. Alright guys, we're back. I looked through both decks a little bit, and it appears that each deck comes with 1 rare, which is the card that you see on the front of each one here. And, I mean, things I was looking for really were just, some kind of synergy or something that would make the deck, somewhat fun to play. And, looking through this white deck, there's a few creatures, and basically, all that the deck really does is put out creatures, and, there's some sorceries in here that buff creatures until the end of turn. There's a couple enchantments in here that, buff the creatures, or just a single creature. And then there's some really expensive flying creatures in here. That's a 4-drop. That was a 5-drop before that. They're just, there's a creature that's a 1-drop, but there's nothing to it really. There, which is what I expected out of these. But I just kind of wanted to do a video on it and let other people know while I found out whether these are worth buying. And as far as the blue deck goes, there's a lot of card draw in it, of course. It's a blue deck. Again, there are expensive creatures. Some of them are flying. This here's a 5-drop, that's a 4-drop. Both of them are flyers. Pour over the pages, draw 3 cards, untap up to 2 lands, then discard a card. It's a decent card, but it's a 5-drop. And, I mean, if we're playing 40-card decks, you kind of need faster cards. Sleep Paralysis, I believe that's the only one in the deck. Enchant creature. When sleep paralysis enters the battlefield, tap target creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So, that's helpful. But the way it comes down to it, I feel like the white deck would just overpower the blue deck as far as it goes. Or there's a lot of things in the blue deck here that return creatures to their owner's hands. So I really think that the blue deck would just run out of steam and get ran over by the white deck almost every time. And that's really all there is to it. So I don't think that we're going to play these 2 decks against each other. That's just my kind of analysis of the whole thing. I will go ahead and open these packs and check out what we get inside them. Where'd that rule book thing go? Ah, here it is. Okay, so it said, opens a booster pack, choose 5 cards and add them to their deck. So if you're, why would you make a 35 card deck? I don't understand. Unless there's, I don't know, unless they're not accounting for lands or something. Confusing. Construct token. Let's see. Fragmentize. Destroy target artifact or enchantment with converted mana cost 4 or less. Thriving Rhino. I'm just gonna go through here and find the rare, see what we get. Lost Legacy. It's a sorcery. 1 colorless, 2 black. Name a non-artifact, non-land card. Search target player's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. That player shuffles his or her library, then draws a card for each card exiled from hand this way. Okay, seems interesting. I don't know that you want to let your opponent draw cards unless you're getting rid of something amazing. I don't know. And the second pack. Oh, you know what I should have done? I'll go back through that pack and see. There's a Thopter. See, you know, what we could have added. What'd that say? Diabolic Tutor, huh? Okay. Bristling Hydra. Man, opening magic packs. I just don't know. Okay, so let's see. There's a white card, a blue card, another blue card. So that's it for that deck. How would you even add 5 cards? I said deck, I meant pack. Blue, oh I missed a blue card. Blue. White. So I guess we're not considering artifacts, so I'll take out the artifacts, because those could go in any deck. Well, that's not necessarily true, but they can be played from any color. Alright. So what could we even have added to these decks? We have 4 blue cards. Failed Inspection, 2 colorless, 2 blue, counter target spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Malfunction, 3 colorless, 1 blue, enchant artifact or creature. When Malfunction enters the battlefield, tap enchanted permanent. Doesn't untap. Okay, cool. So another sleep paralysis, basically. Tezzeret's Ambition, 3 colorless, 2 blue, draw 3 cards. If you control no artifacts, discard a card, and that's a sorcery. Then we got Vidalcan Blade Master, 2 colorless, 1 blue. It is a creature, of course, 2/3 with prowess. And that's it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that in the blue deck there are a couple other creatures with prowess, which is a really good mechanic, but, like, it's a lot better if you're playing, like, blue-red, at least in my opinion. Fairgrounds Warden. These are the white cards, of course. 2 colorless and a white. It is a 1/3 when Fairgrounds Warden enters the battlefield. Exile target creature an opponent controls until Fairground Warden leaves the battlefield. That seems like it would really be good for the white deck. Single colorless sorcery. Destroy target artifact or enchantment with converted mana costs 4 or less. Wow. Again, that would destroy the blue deck. Eddy Trailhawk. 1 colorless, 1 white. It is flying 1/2. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. When it attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, another target attacking creature gains flying until the end of turn. That seems pretty good too. So it seems like we would have further stacked the white deck to win. Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot, 2 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and you get 3 energy. And then there's another ability that you need green for, so whatever. Eager Construct, 2 colorless, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, each player may scry 1. Okay. Glassblower's Puzzle Knot, 2 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2, then you get 2 energy counters. And then 2 colorless, 1 blue, sacrifice Glassblower's Puzzle Knot, scry 2, then you get 2 energy. Okay. Prophetic Prism, 2. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, 1 colorless, and tap it. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. That's a pretty good one. Filigree Familiar, 3 colorless, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, gain 2 life. When it dies, draw a card. Some decent artifacts there. And some of those artifacts would have really helped the blue deck, I think. But in the long run, I really don't think it matters. You know, if there were more cheaper removal spells, as in, you know, like returning target creature back to their hand or whatever, in the blue deck, I think the blue deck would have a much stronger chance. But as far as it goes, with what's in these decks right now, the white deck would just run over the blue deck, as far as I'm concerned. Now, maybe I should have got 2 of these and opened them to see if the same thing comes in the same thing comes in all the boxes. I don't know if they add different decks. I mean, it might be kind of fun if you just evenly, you know, distributed these and then played like a 4-player game or something. If that's possible, I mean, I assume you could do it, and it might be kind of fun at that point. But at the same time, everyone would have mediocre decks, and it would just kind of make the game boring, perhaps. But, you know, that's up to the player's discretion and opinion, I suppose. This is all my opinion, of course. And in my opinion, I would have to say these are not worth buying. I mean, you know, there's 2 packs in them, which is cool, but you could buy 2 packs for $2, you know, less than what this costs. These were $9.99. So, I mean, you do get a bunch of extra cards and 2 extra rares. So in that sense, I guess you are getting a better deal, but the cards that are in here don't really have any value. So if you're looking for value, it's not worth it. If you're just looking to have maybe some kind of little bit of fun and play a game with, you know, decks that are not even evenly matched, in this case anyway, then maybe it is something that you would like to buy. But overall, I gotta say, do not buy. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Like for more, subscribe for more, and thank you all very much. Bye-bye.